Welcome, dear students, to another tutorial. This time we're going to work on Unit 12, Lesson B, Natural Disasters Vocabulary. Okay, so let's get started. So we have weather problems, other natural disasters, and the verbs that are used for damage and help. So, for example, we have hurricane, typhoon, heavy rains, strong winds, severe thunderstorms, thunder, lightning, flash floods, tornado, freak hailstorm, and hailstones. These are weather problems. And then we have other natural disasters such as catastrophic wildfires, minor earthquake, and aftershocks. And the verbs that we're going to use a lot here, especially with the passive voice, it's hit, strike, disrupt, damage, destroy, injure, and rescue. Okay, so we will go over this in the tutorial, okay? So look at this. What is a hurricane? Hurricane and typhoon, they are the same. The difference between these two is where they happen. Hurricanes are called in Spanish un ciclón tropical, yeah? But they happen in the Caribbean, okay? A typhoon, it's a tropical cyclone, the same thing, but it happens in the Indic Ocean and in Japan, okay? In the sea in Japan. So hurricane and typhoon, huracán y tifón, they are exactly the same, but the only difference is where they happen. Hurricanes happen near the Caribbean Sea, for example, in Florida, and typhoon happens in Asia. Yeah, it tends to happen in the Indian Ocean and in the sea close to Japan. Okay, so they are very similar. Yeah. Okay, heavy rains. Heavy rains is when it rains a lot. Okay, let's continue. We have strong winds, los vientos fuertes. Severe thunderstorms. Thunderstorms son las tormentas eléctricas. So severe thunderstorms is when it rains a lot and there's a lot of thunder and lightning and wind. Okay, thunder es el trueno, es decir, el sonido. Okay, lightning is the light, es decir, los rayos, la luz que nosotros vemos. ¿Ok? Flash floods son las inundaciones que ocurren así rápidamente cuando llueve mucho. Those are flash floods. Tornado, you know how it is. Es un tornado, yeah? So it looks like this, a tornado. It's very different from a hurricane. Hurricane are strong winds, yeah? A tornado, it's like this. Okay, let's continue with freak hailstorm. Freak hailstorm quiere decir una tormenta de granizo. Okay, so for example, here we can see that there is a lot of hail on the floor, on the ground. Okay, freak hailstorm quiere decir una tormenta una tormenta de granizo, pero una fuerte. Hailstones son ¿cómo se dice? El granizo que parecen piedras, por eso se llama hailstones, ¿ya? And these, they are called like a golf ball, es decir, hay veces que el granizo es tan grande que se les llama like a golf ball, son tan grandes como una pelota de golf, ¿ok? And then we have catastrophic wildfires, ¿ya? We have, son los incendios que son así muy grandes, muy masivos, catastróficos, ¿ok? Let's continue. Minor earthquake. A minor earthquake quiere decir un terremoto que no tiene mayores consecuencias, es decir, que no es muy fuerte. Aftershocks is what we call réplica, yeah? The tremors or the very small earthquakes that come after an earthquake, okay? Hit es golpear. For example, Florida was hit by a hurricane, es decir, Florida fue golpeada por un huracán. Strike es también golpear. For example, trees were struck by lightning, o sea, los árboles fueron golpeados por el rayo. Disrupt es interrumpir. Electricity was disrupted by lightning, es decir, la electricidad fue interrumpida porque cayó un rayo. Damage es dañar. The village was damaged by a storm, es decir, la villa o el pueblo fue dañado por una tormenta. Okay? So that is it. Destroy. Destroy es destruir. The city was destroyed by heavy rains. Injure, lastimar, herir, lesionar. So you can say people were injured by the tornado. La gente fue lastimada por el tornado, fue lesionada, herida. Rescue, rescatar. People were rescued by firefighters. Yeah, very good. Let's continue, okay? So we're gonna listen here to these vocabulary words that we saw right now in the book, okay? So let's listen and read at the same time, okay? Pay attention.
Page 120. Lesson B. Natural disasters. 1. Building vocabulary and grammar. A. Listen. Which picture goes with each news item? Number the pictures. 1,
The island of Puerto Rico was hit by Hurricane Calvin late this morning. Electric power was temporarily disrupted throughout the island, and many homes were damaged by heavy rains and strong winds.
2,
Quebec was hit by severe thunderstorms yesterday. Flights at several airports were delayed by heavy rains, thunder, and lightning. Last night, 3 families were rescued by emergency workers after their homes were damaged by flash floods resulting from the rains.
3,
Firefighters in Australia say over 10,000 acres of forest were completely destroyed by catastrophic wildfires this year. Investigators suspect some fires were caused by careless campers. They believe other fires started when trees were struck by lightning.
4,
A shopping mall in Kansas was badly damaged by a tornado last night. A nearby town was later hit by a freak hailstorm. Cars were struck by hailstones the size of golf balls. Amazingly, no one was seriously injured by the tornado or the storm.
5,
A small town in Italy was struck by a minor earthquake this morning. The quake measured 4.9 on the Richter scale. Aftershocks were felt in several towns. Some homes were partially destroyed, but no serious injuries were reported.
Here they are asking which picture goes with each news item, okay? So for example, the first picture, let's see. This first picture, what is it? What type of natural disaster is it? This is a tornado, okay, the first picture. The second picture is a hurricane, okay? Then the third picture, it's a thunderstorm, una tormenta eléctrica, thunderstorm, yeah, with thunder and lightning and heavy rains and winds, okay? Picture number 4, it's an earthquake, okay? You can see the roads that are kind of open. And the last one, it's the wildfire, okay? So here, look here, you can see all the vocabulary words that we learned right now that are used here in examples. Yeah, so look here what I told you before. Cars were struck by hailstones the size of golf balls. Hailstones son las bolitas de granizo. Yeah, the size of golf balls, es decir, son muy grandes las bolas de granizo. Okay? Perfect. So let's continue right now with the PowerPoint. Okay, so here we have these the same example here, so you can take a look at it again, okay? Then we have all the vocabulary words that you're gonna see throughout the unit number 12, in the news, okay? So this unit is about local news and natural disasters, so that's why we're gonna learn a lot of vocabulary related to that. So for example, we have anchor, es un presentador, camper, el campista, el que se va a acampar, emergency worker es el trabajador de emergencias, firefighter, los bomberos, investigator es el investigador, reporter, el reportero, and update son las noticias o las novedades, the update that they give us in the news, okay? The verbs that are commonly used in the passive voice, we have cancel, cause, damage, destroy, disrupt, hit, report, rescue, and strike, okay? So these verbs are commonly used in the passive voice, especially when you are talking about accidents, natural disasters, okay? So for example, you have be cancelled, be caused, be damaged, be destroyed, be disrupted, be hit by, be reported, be rescued, and be struck. So all these can be used in the passive voice. So let's continue. Also, we have adverbs that we saw in the other tutorial that talks about adverbs used in the passive voice passive. So for example, we have the adverbs that go with certain verbs. Badly damaged, okay? Completely destroyed, partially destroyed, seriously injured, temporarily disrupted. Of course, these adverbs not only go with these verbs, okay, but these are just examples, okay? So let's continue with the next part. Okay, so example sentences with the verbs and the vocabulary and the adverbs that we saw right now. The flight was temporarily canceled by the airline. Okay, so here we have an adverb. The wildfire was caused by a glass bottle. Okay, so here we're using past passive, was caused. The houses, and the agent also by a glass bottle. The houses were completely destroyed by the tornado. Okay, so we have the adverb and the agent here. The news were reported by the anchor. Okay, so anchor, remember, is el presentador. Yeah, so you have past passive and the agent. The city was partially hit. Okay, this is the adverb by a hurricane, which is the agent. People were seriously injured in the accident. Seriously is the adverb, okay? Then we don't have an agent here because probably we don't know or we don't want to mention or the agent is not important. A lot of children were rescued by the emergency workers, okay? You have the agent by the emergency workers, and then the last one, the city was badly hit by the typhoon, okay? La ciudad fue golpeada de una muy mala manera por el tifón, es decir, fue destruida. Yeah, so here we have an adverb, and then we have the agent by the typhoon, okay? Remember that the agent can be a natural disaster. It doesn't necessarily have to be a person, okay? It works also with natural disasters, okay? So here we have some exercises. Look at the pictures and complete the sentences with the words in the box. So you have vocabulary words: aftershocks, earthquake, floods, hailstorm, hurricane, lightning, rains, thunderstorm, tornado, and winds. So let's see. The region was hit by heavy rains earlier today. Several roads were closed because of flash floods. O sea, las carreteras fueron cerradas porque hubo bastante inundaciones. Okay? Farmers say their crops were badly damaged by the ice from a freak hailstorm, es decir, sus productos de sus plantaciones fueron dañadas porque por el hielo que vino de qué, de una tormenta, de una dura tormenta de granizo that passed through the area today, hailstorm. Parts of the country were damaged by a tornado yesterday, so this is a tornado. Okay, tornado, it has more like winds, yeah, compared to a hurricane. A hurricane has heavy rains, okay? Tornado is more like strong winds, really strong winds, okay? Airports were closed today due to Hurricane Albert, okay? Hurricane Albert, there are lots of hurricanes. Flights were canceled because of strong winds and rain. So strong winds son vientos fuertes and strong rain es una lluvia muy fuerte, okay? Also, let's continue with the area was hit yesterday by a major earthquake, okay? The area was hit yesterday by a major earthquake, o sea, el área fue golpeada, ¿ya? Por un terremoto, major earthquake, measuring 5.6 on the Richter scale, o sea, que midió 5.6 en la escala de Richter. Aftershocks were felt throughout the area. Aftershocks son las réplicas que se sienten después de un terremoto, okay? Number 6, electricity throughout the city was disrupted by thunder and lightning from a severe thunderstorm. O sea, la electricidad puede ser interrumpida por rayos y por truenos, ¿ya? El trueno es thunder y lightning son los rayos, from a severe thunderstorm. Severe thunderstorm es una tormenta muy severa, muy dura. Okay? Look at this. Cross out the word that cannot be used to complete each sentence. This also has vocabulary and adverbs. The man was completely injured in the car accident. This is incorrect. You cannot say completely injured because completely is when you're talking about a thing. So you can say the car was completely destroyed, but when you talk about a person, you cannot use completely. Number 2, the mountain was hit by a freak hailstorm, heavy hailstorm, or a severe hailstorm, but you cannot say aftershock hailstorm because aftershock es una réplica y hailstorm es una tormenta de granizo. The village was injured by an earthquake. Aha! You cannot say injured by an earthquake. You can say the village was damaged, the village was destroyed, or the village was struck. By injured, injured es solamente un verbo que se utiliza para personas, porque las personas se pueden herir, no las cosas. Number 4. An airport was delayed. Aha, because you can delay a flight, you can delay traffic, and you can delay the train service. Todos estos se pueden retrasar. An airport, no, incorrect. Yeah, so this is the one that cannot be used. And the last one. The damaged many trees in the neighborhood. Okay, so which is the one that is correct? The lightning, sí, porque el rayo les cae a los árboles, yeah, it's correct. The hailstones also, el granizo también puede destruir árboles. And the winds also. But the one that is not correct is thunder. Es decir, un trueno, el sonido no puede dañar a los árboles porque es solo el sonido. Más bien el rayo es el que cae en los árboles. So that's why this word is not correct. Okay? And the last exercise. Look at each pair of pictures. What caused the damage? Write a sentence using the given word and by. So you have to write it in passive voice and by plus agent. For example, the first one. Look at the first two pictures. A fire was started by a candle. Number 2. A tree was blown down by the wind. ¿Ya? Es decir, el árbol fue derribado porque por el viento. Number 3. A town or a city or a house, it can be any of those three possibilities, was struck by a tornado. Es decir, el pueblo, la ciudad o la casa fue, ¿qué cosa? Fue golpeada por un tornado, by a tornado. Number 4, a wildfire was caused by lightning. Es decir, un incendio fue provocado por un rayo. ¿Ya? And the last one, a car windshield or a car window, es decir, el parabrisas o el vidrio del carro, was cracked, es decir, se trizó, se rompió, by a hailstorm, o sea, hubo una tormenta de ¿cómo se llama? De granizo. Eso es un hailstorm, ¿ya? Porque cuando el granizo es así muy duro, así como casi tan grande como pelotas de golf, ¿ya? Puede romper los vidrios, las ventanas de los carros, ¿ok? A hailstorm, ¿ya? Okay, and that's it, ¿ya? Perfect. So let's go to the last one. So that was the end of this tutorial. That's all for now, dear students, and I will see you next time in the conversation strategies unit number 12, our last conversation strategies tutorial. Okay, so I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.